Let's talk about this. The Heat think they have the best player in the playoffs in Jimmy Butler. Some people on this couch might agree. Nuggets think they have the best player in the playoffs in Joker. Who's right? Drug test time? Who got the cup? Yeah, I had to ask.
Come on, man.
Who you said? What's the question? Is which team feels that they got the better player?
So, both teams feels that they.
He feel like they got the best player in the playoffs in Jimmy Butler. Nuggets feel like they got the best player in the playoffs in Joker.
I'm going with Jimmy because he got to do more. Jimmy got to do way more.
As far as the best, though, like what do we?
I mean, the stats don't show that Jimmy does more.
Right?
I mean, right? Like if you look at the stats.
Okay, so, you know what? I'm conflicted because
Okay. I already know you were going to be.
I'm conflicted because obviously Denver knows they have the best player, okay, in Jokic, right? The triple-double guy. But I can see why Heat thinks they have the best player because that garbage they got.
That's what I'm saying.
And Jimmy Butler has them where they are. Yeah. So I can see why. So right now I got my hands tied because it's an argument on both sides.
Like your point you made about Dame.
If I'm a Heat fan, I'm sitting there like, hey, wait, hold on, Jokic, you got Murray, you got all these guys.
Right.
We got hot garbage over this motherfucker right here, and Jimmy got us here. So I can see that argument, so I'm out.
Miami has the best player for that team. Like that's what I think. I think that Jimmy Butler is the best player for that particular team. That's what they needed. They needed that dog. He gets after it. He makes other people better. All the other guys, they're hitting open jump shots that they didn't hit in the regular season.
I'm going with Jimmy. I'm big on the swag, coming in with the coffee, short shorts, John Cletas, the thong in the middle. Like, you know, just coming in there like, yo, you know what? Let me just go play this game and get back to what I'm doing. It's just the swag. It's the swag with it.
Rashad, you're a Miami Heat fan, right?
He's about to go Denver. Oh, my God. You can see he's about to say Jokic, brother. Don't you do it. They watching. They watching. These people are watching. These people are watching. You better say Jimmy still.
Why you fucking with me,
because
bro?
I seen it in your body language that you was ready to switch it.
I'm rolling with Brandon. I'm gonna roll with Brandon. I ain't even gonna give you the fucking time of day today.
Don't do it.
I'm not.
Don't do it.
Yeah, Jimmy, man, you gotta confidence coffee, man. Confidence coffee, and I'm not gonna speak from skill set from here. I'm gonna speak strictly from confidence, what he brings, swag, all the things you just said. Like that's what's setting Jimmy apart from the playoffs. Not just the team. Not just the best guy on this team, but what he's brought to the playoffs. He's injected what you should see from every player who don't think that their team may not be good enough. Mm-hmm. This is the type of energy you got to bring to the playoffs. Like, all right, regular season, you got here, but now we're in the play-in. You got to have the confidence to say, fuck this play-in, we going to the finals. And that's what I like about Jimmy.
I love everything y'all said about Jimmy, but I'm going to go with Jokic. Just because his ability to make everybody around him feel good. Mm-hmm. Like when you're a superstar and you can make the 9th or 10th like a Bruce Brown, he make him feel good. Like he can do anything. So his ability to pass and play make and, you know, the scoring is out, out the roof. So I'm gonna have to go with Jokic.
It reminds me of the Jordan LeBron argument right now, right? Like we know
that's just been waging for like.
We know Jordan's greatness, right? Mm-hmm. We understand that, you know. You got your 6 rings. You know, we're gonna pretend that those are the only 6, seasons you played, like every other Jordan fan. We're not gonna remember 84 to 90. We're gonna pretend that those didn't even exist, right? So we can see like Jokic, right? MVP, right? We get it. But then on the other end, LeBron's argument, same as Jimmy's. Look at the team I have. Right? You're not gonna count my greatness of getting us to the championship. Yeah, you say I got swept. Yeah, I was there at 22. And look who I had at 22 playing against this dynasty, right? I don't get no credit for getting us there at 20. So I can see where Miami gets to really say, listen, Kevin Love is the starter, plays 5 minutes, right? And then I got a whole bunch of other players, right? I don't, like you start looking like, I don't have no Murray with me. Right. I don't even have a Gordon. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't have a KCP on this team.
Right.
I don't have Michael Porter Jr. on his team, and I got us in the same spot. So I get it, because if I'm Jimmy and I'm looking at Jokic, I'm like, yo, y'all, look who y'all got.
Y'all loaded. Y'all
MVP,
loaded.
but back-to-back MVP. I'm not a back-to-back MVP. I don't even know if I was all NBA team, right? But we're in the same spot. We're fighting for the same thing, and maybe in a couple days I'm gonna be exactly where you are. Am I gonna win? Probably not, but I'm gonna fight you to the end, so I can see where they say they have the best player. Sure.
Is playoff Jimmy the ultimate eye test dude? When you're just watching him out there and what he's doing on the court, it's not like a quantifiable stat. Obviously, he's getting buckets, doing things, but
he's the hard. Listen, like I'm telling you, like if I'm game planning for Jimmy Butler, I am not paying attention to Jimmy regular season performance. Right, I'm going all playoffs. Like everything he does in the playoffs is where I'm going to put my playbook against him. What's end up happening is he is literally the definition of turning it off and turning it on. Yeah. Like he can sit there and say, yeah, I don't turn it up on a playoff. Yeah, you do. This is a whole different man.
Yeah.
Like the stats might not show it, the demeanor.
Yep.
The demeanor's different.
No
like
more.
if he averaged 22 in the regular season and then 22 in the play, it's a whole different type of 22. It's a different 22.
Loud 22.
It's a very powerful 22 versus the regular season.
I think that's a good statement, because if you actually look at the stats, his stats don't jump off the board, particularly leading up to this playoffs. You look at playoff Jimmy stats versus regular season Jimmy stats, they're not that different.
No,
they really aren't. So it's like that extra attitude, that extra swag he brings to the team during the playoffs that makes all the difference.
It's something, like I said, when you're looking at the stats and you're like, what makes him better? You just gotta watch it.
Right.
You just gotta watch
That's
it. It's
it.
just different.
Yeah. That's it.
It's 22. This 22 might be in the third quarter, the first through three. This 22 is like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So it's same 22, but it's when it's happening. So it's one of those things where, you have to be a real hooper to really understand that this is a different man. And he might not go down as top 100, but when you ask players, they're like, nah, Jimmy Butler's a whole different dude.
That's the point there.
Is Jimmy Butler the most feared in the playoffs?
In the playoffs?
Most feared player in the playoffs?
Besides Giannis?
I'm just asking, like, is he like
Giannis,
is he top three?
Top 5, yes. Giannis, Steph, Jimmy, KD.
Nah, Bron up there.
Bron,
In the playoffs.
Jimmy,
Just the fear
Booker.
of playing against
Booker
LeBron
in the playoff, like in the playoff.
But I'm talking about
but-
fear, like as if like, yo, this motherfucker gonna
Yeah.
get me. Like
Yeah.
just this is the serious where it's just like, god damn.
No. Like he's top 5 most feared. Like he's top 5 feared in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's like when Kawhi was in the playoffs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like Kawhi, like the only reason you don't fear him because he might miss some games.
Yeah.
Right? But as long as he's healthy, you be like,
It's a problem.
about to be a problem tonight, right? He's top 5 for sure.
I agree.
remember, Underdog Fantasy presents this show, so do us a favor, do us a solid. Go ahead, download that Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code GIL. They will match your first deposit up to $100. Like I said, stay away from them 5 pieces. I'm hooked on the 5-piece. You gotta go 2 to 3, because somebody will betray you. Then pick
I
us.
got betrayed last night.
Who got you?
Huh?
Who?
Sorry ass, Smart. Kevin Love played 12 minutes. I just needed one more point, like 11.5 altogether.
Yeah.
Right? And he had 10.
Take the lowers.
12 minutes, never got back in.
We're gonna get our bread right. The goal is to bankrupt Underdog, as you guys already know, and we're gonna get our bread back, Underdog. You already know that.
Agent Zero. Change the game. Put that respect on his name. Look, with the honor call for greatness, the chosen a few that carry the gift of genius, who do what they do, who possess finesse, a blessed with desire.